परमंश परिव्राजकाचार्य सुतर सदस्मान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कवि वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य श्री रविदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्ति की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंज राधा कुंज की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। नववेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the Supreme. All glories to the Supreme. All glories to the Supreme. Thank you very much. वंदेहं श्रीगुरु
The following is a class on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, second chapter, text number 18, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 23rd of November 1972 in Hyderabad, India.
Sri Rupam Chakrajatam. They are serving the whole body. Similarly, Krishna is the supreme whole, and we are his parts and parcels. Therefore, our duty is to serve him. This is our constitutional position. Jiver Sarup Hai Nitya Krishna Das. We cannot become Krishna. We are eternally Krishna's servitors, part and parcel. This is real conclusion. Qualitatively one. Just like this finger, you can call it body, but it is part and parcel of the body. Similarly, the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, you may call God, but He is not the Supreme God. Supreme God is Krishna. Ishara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. So, Anasina Aprameyas, Anasina, it cannot be destroyed. Although it is very minute, Aprameyas, you cannot measure. You have no such measuring method that you can measure the soul's breadth and length and breadth. In geometry, they finish it, the point has no length and breadth. But that is not the fact. The point has also length and breadth, but we cannot measure it. Aprameya. Similarly, there is length and breadth of the soul also. That is also mentioned in the Vedic literature. Back side. It is said in the Puranas, Kesagra Satvāgasya Satodha Kalpitasya cha Jiva Bhaga Savignya Sa Anantaya Kalpate. The spirit soul is measured. First of all, divide the tip of your hair into 100 parts. And then take one part again, and again divide it into 100 parts. That portion is the measurement of the soul. Or in other words, 1/10,000th part of the tip of your hair. Now you have no measuring instrument. Therefore, because we have no measuring instrument, although the soul is there within this body, we cannot find it out. Although the soul and the super soul both are situated within the heart, and the heart is the center of all vitality, energy of this body, that is accepted, but we have no eyes to see the soul or the super soul, because these material eyes are blunt, imperfect. You cannot see so many things. I cannot see even my eyelids, the nearest, and I cannot see which is far, far away, distant place. So all our senses are imperfect. By imperfect senses, you cannot see the spirit, soul. You cannot see even the spirit soul. How you can see the Supreme Soul, God? That is not possible. You have to purify your senses. Then you can see. Atas Sri Krishna namadi na bhavet grayam indriyai. The present blunt senses, material senses, all are imperfect. Even we hear the Lord's name, namadi, atas Sri Krishna namadi. Just like we are chanting, one who is spiritually advanced, he is enjoying this Hare Krishna, Krishna's name. But those who are blunt, they will see, they will think what these people are chanting. Because he has no power to hear. Atas Sri Krishna namadi. But realization of Sri Krishna begins by hearing. That is the method. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu. If you hear about Krishna, if you chant about Krishna, then gradually your heart will be cleansed. Cheta darpana marjanam. Bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam. By chanting and hearing, the dirty things within the heart will be cleansed. Then you will understand what is your position in relationship with God. You will understand what is God. Therefore, in this age especially, Kali Yuga, because people cannot perform any other austerities, they are unable. They are so dull. Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya jupadduta. This is the position of the people of this age. Prayena alpayayusha. Generally, their span of life is very short. It is decreasing day by day. As our forefathers lived 90 years, 100 years, now we are not living up to such extent of ages. Generally, people are dying. In India, the average age is 35 years. In other countries, maybe little more. But gradually, it is decreasing. And it will decrease to such a point that even if a man lives for 20 to 30 years, then he will be considered as grand old man. That day will come. So, this age, therefore Shastra says, prayena alpayus. Generally, almost everyone is short living. Prayena alpayusa kalau asmin yuge jana. Asmin yuge kalau. They are very short living. Then again, mandya, all rascals. Mandya, third class, no first class men, practically no Brahminical qualification, all Sudra qualification. Therefore, mandya, sumanda matayo. And if one comes forward to be spiritually enlightened, he accepts something bogus, which has no meaning, without any reference to the Shastras. Therefore, manda sumanda matayo. They have got an opinion, and that is going on. You may have any opinion, that is all right. This foolishness is going on in this age. Manda sumanda matayo. Manda bhagya. And most unfortunate. Everyone is practically unfortunate. Nobody has certainty what he will eat tomorrow or in the evening. Everywhere, don't think only it is in India. In America, when I went there, I thought everyone is very rich. There are so many poor men. They are lying on the street. The street-lying population is everywhere, either in India or in America or in England. I have seen. A first class, second class, third class man will remain there. You may have a try to make everyone first class. The division, first class, second class, third class will go That is nature's arrangement. Manda samanda matayo manda bhagya jupadruta and discharge. Just like today strike. Unnecessary. Disturbance. So many disturbance everywhere, all over the world. Because the population has degraded. They must be like that. This is the way. Therefore, anyone is interested for spiritual advancement, he should take to this Krishna consciousness movement, which is principally chanting Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam. Kalo nasti va nasti va nasti va gatirannatha. In this age, you cannot practice yoga, mystic, yoga practice, meditation. It is not possible. It is very difficult. You cannot arrange for big sacrifices. That is also not possible. Therefore, 3 times it is said, nasti va nasti. You cannot take to the yogic principle. You cannot take to the ritualistic ceremonies. You cannot take to the temple worship also. It is very difficult. Hello, na. Kriteja dhyato Vishnu titayang jajato makhai dapare parichajyang kalau tat harikirtanat. This is the injunction of the Shastra. That in the Satyajug, when people used to live for 100,000 of years, at that time, yogic principle meditation was possible. And in the Treta Yuga, the performance of big sacrifices was possible. Because things were available, there were yogic Brahmins. In this age, practically, there is no yogic Brahman who can perform yoga, no competent Brahman. Therefore, performance of sacrifices is not possible. The only performance of sacrifice is this, as we are performing, Hare Krishna festival. That is stated, Jaggai Sankirtanai Prayai Jajanti Hi Sumedhasa. Jaggai Sankirtanai. In this age, Kali Yuga, no other sacrifices is possible. Only sacrifice. This is sacrifice. Jaggai Sankirtan. Just as we are doing in a small scale. But it can be done in larger scale. But people are not interested. People are not interested. They have lost all brain. Sumedhasa and Alpamedhasa. These two words are used in this Shastra. Alpamedhasa, medha means brain substance. So those who are Alpamedhasa, they means less brain substance. Antavattu phalam tesam tad bhavati alpamedhasa. Alpamedhasa, less intelligent, less brain substance. They worship different demigods. Kamastasta hitagyana jajante anna devata. The anna devatas are there, but who are attracted to worship other demigods? Those who are lusty. Kamastasta hitagyana. These are the statements in the Bhagavad Gita, you know. Those who are lusty, and being lusty, they have lost their senses. Hitagyana. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he says, Hitagyana, nasta buddhaya, no intelligence. Kamastasya hitagyana, jajanti anna devata, antavattu phalam tesam tad bhavati alpamedhasa. So, in this age, this is simply waste of time. If you actually interested in spiritual advancement of life, if you divert your attention in so-called worship of this demigod, that demigod, this demigod, then you will simply waste your time. There will be no advancement. And even you become perfect in worshipping the demigods, then what will be your profit? The profit will be Janti Deva Vrata Devan. You can go to the planets where the demigods live. But the planets and this material world, everything will be annihilated. Antavattu phalanti. Suppose you are promoted to the Brahma Loka. That is also antavat. It will be finished. Because by the end of Brahma's duration of life, everything within this universe will be finished. Therefore, antavat. That is not permanent. But if you manage to go back to home, back to Godhead, then jadagatyana nivartanti tadhama param. That is perfect life. So, anyone who is not interested in perfect life, they will be allured by this so-called demigod worship. Antavattu. But those who are intelligent, these are the activities of the Alpamedhas. But one who is Sumedhasa, Sumedha, one who has got good brain substance, for him, in this age, it is recommended, Jaggai Sankirtanai Prayai Jajanti Hi Sumedhasa. Krishna Varnang Tisa Krishnang Shankapangasa Parsadam Jaggai Sankirtanai Prayai Jajanti Hi Sumedhasa. Krishna Varnang. Krishna himself, Krishna or Krishnam Varnayati, the one, the incarnation of God, who will chant always Krishna. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached this Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore, Krishnam Varnayati iti Krishna Varnam. Krishna Varnam Tisa Akrishnam. Tisa, by complexion, is Akrishna, not Krishna, not black. Krishna appeared blackish, not blackish as we imagine. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. Krishna, although he is blackish, he is attractive more than millions of cupids. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Sobham. Govindamadi Purusam Tamaham Maya. So, anyway, Krishna appears in 4 colors. Red, black, yellow and white. In different ages. So, in this age, Kali Yuga, Krishna appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yellow color. Krishna Varnam Tisa Akrishnam. Akrishna may be red, Akrishna may be white, but this Akrishna means Pita, yellow. Because other Akrishna, red and white, was in the Satyayuga and Treta. Therefore, here Akrishna means the yellow. Krishna Varnam Tisa Krishnam Sangapangastra Parsadam is always surrounded by his intimate devotees. He is surrounded by many devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wherever he was going, thousands and thousands of people are following his Sankirtan. But especially, he was always surrounded by 5 special devotees. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavid. He is himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, his expansion, Nityananda, his incarnation, Sri Advaita Prabhu, his internal energy, Gadadhar, and his external marginal energy, Advaita Prabhu, Sivas. But he has got another energy which is called external energy. External energy cannot come in front of God, Krishna. This is Maya. Just like darkness cannot come in front of the sun. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Andhakar. Jaha Krishna taha nai mayar adhikar. This material world is dark. It is called tama. Tamasi ma jyotirgama. The Vedic instruction is don't remain in this material world. Come to the spiritual world. Spiritual world. Jasya prabha prabhavatu jagadanna koti. Kotishu asesa vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam tad brahma niskalam anantam asesa bhutam. So, come to the Brahma platform, Brahma Jyoti. Don't remain within this darkness. So therefore, in this age, Krishna varnang tisa Krishnang sangapanga saparsadam jaggai sankirtanai prayai jajanti hi sumedas. This is intelligence. To chant sankirtan, bohuvi militva kirtayati. We are assembling in big assembly, just like we are trying to introduce. It is very easy. Chant. Thousands and thousands of people, never mind what he is. It doesn't matter whether he is learned or fool, rich or poor, or black or white, or Brahman or Sudra. No consideration. Come together. Chant Hare Krishna mantra. Jaggai sankirtanai prai. Jajanti hi sumedas. Your brain will be cleansed. It is so easy. It is so nice and so perfect according to the instruction of the Vedas. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam. Repeatedly in every Vedic literature and practically Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced practically. And he asked every Indian to go outside India and preach this called Hare Krishna mantra. But we are not doing that. We are going outside our country to beg only, not to give. And here is a prime gift you can give all over the world. Your country will be glorified. They are anxious for this. Prithivite ache jato nagoradi gram. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction. As many towns and villages are there on the surface of the globe, everywhere this Hare Krishna mantra, Lord Chaitanya's name, will be celebrated. That is being done. There is immense field for introducing this Hare Krishna cult all over the world. That is practical. Unfortunately, although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entrusted the matter to every Indian, not that to the Bengalis, because he appeared in Bengal. He never said for the Bengalis. He said, Bharat bhumite manusya janma hoilo ja. On this holy land of Bharatvarsha, anyone who has taken his birth as a human being, he should make his life perfect. Janma sarthak kori. You cannot preach without making your life, first of all, perfect. If I remain imperfect, I cannot preach. One must be perfect. That is not very difficult. We have got direction of great sages and saintly persons and God, Krishna himself. So, to make our life perfect is not at all difficult. We are simply neglecting. That is our misfortune. Mandasa manda matayo manda bhagya. Because we are manda mata, we have accepted some bogus logic, bogus ism, and wasting our time. We should take from the Shastra the real path, then we shall become intelligent. Sumedasa. Jaggai sankirtanai prayai jajanti hi sumedasa. The shortcut method. Intelligent class of man will take this sankirtan movement for his spiritual elevation of life. It is a fact, it is scientific, it is authorized. So, don't neglect. Take this chanting of Hare Krishna, heart and soul. And anywhere, niyamita smaranena kala. There is no rules and regulation that you have to chant at this time, at that time, in this position, at that position. No. Because It is especially meant for this fallen conditioned soul. There is no hard and fast rule. Nam namakari bahuda nija sarva shakti tatrarpita niyamita smarane nakala. The name, the holy name of Krishna is as powerful as Krishna. There is no difference with Krishna and his name. Krishna is absolute. Therefore, there is no distinction between Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's quality, Krishna's entourage, Krishna's pastime from Krishna. Everything is Krishna. If you hear about Krishna, then you should know that you are touching Krishna by oral reception. If you see Krishna, the deity, that means you are seeing personally Krishna. Because Krishna is absolute. He can accept your service anyway, because he is everything. Ishavasamidam sarvam. He is energy. Parasya brahmana shakti, sarvedam akhilam jagat. Everything Krishna's energy. So, if we are in touch with Krishna's energy, with little knowledge, we are direct in touch with Krishna. This is the process. As you become constantly in touch with Krishna, that is Krishna consciousness, then you become purified. Purified. Just like if you put one iron rod in the fire, it becomes warmer, and at last it becomes red hot. When it is red hot, it is fire. It is no more iron rod. Similarly, if you keep always in Krishna consciousness, you become Krishnaized. This is the process. Then everything becomes purified. Then your spiritual life is manifested. Then your life is successful. So, the first beginning is, as it is said by Krishna, Antavattai me deha. Don't be attached with this body. The body is material. But even this body is material. It can be spiritualized by the same process, by Krishna consciousness. Spiritualized means when this body will forget the materialistic activities. This body you can utilize for sense gratification. Just generally people are doing. Eating, sleeping, mating, and drinking, and so on. So you can utilize this body, that is material. But if you engage this body for the service of the Lord, it becomes spiritualized. As I have already explained, the iron rod, constantly in touch with fire, it becomes, at the end, it becomes red hot. That is fire. At that time, it acts at fire. You touch that red hot iron rod, anywhere it will burn. Similarly, this body can be spiritualized, although it is material body. How? Sevanmukhi jivbhadau sameva spurattada manchavyabhicharini bhakti yogena ja sevate sagunan samatittai etal brahma bhuyaya kalpati. Brahma. Brahma bhuyaya kalpati. It at once becomes Brahma. Brahma bhuyaya kalpati. How? Abhyabhicharini bhakti yogena ja sevate. Therefore this process or chant, everyone is engaged only in Krishna's service. They are from the beginning of the day, 4 o'clock, they rise from the bed. They offer Mangalarutri. You are seeing practically. We are demonstrating the Krishna consciousness, how one can become Krishna conscious perfectly. Therefore we have brought this deity. Anyone can do it at home. Where is the difficulty? If these Europeans and Americans, they can do, our Indians, which is our heritage, we are born in this land of Bharatvarsh, we cannot do it. But we are neglecting. We are so fallen. Manda sumanda matayo, manda bhagya. We have become so unfortunate that we cannot take to this process. So, whatever we have done, that's all right. But now, this Krishna consciousness movement is there. Everyone should take it very seriously and make his life perfect. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, except that Krishna is in every living entity. Therefore, they say that by serving humanity and your fellow man, that is serving Krishna. Is that correct?
See, if you remain in a room to serve the room, does it mean they're serving you? You are within a room. Simply cleansing the room, does it mean serving you? The present moment, what they are doing, just like my Guru Maharaj used to say, a man has fallen on the water, and one brave man came. He said that I shall save this man. And he also jumped in the water and brought his coat and shirt. And he said, now the man is saved. Is it saving the man? So similarly, the service of humanity means they are serving the body. Where is the soul? They do not know how to serve. Just like washing the cage. And the bird within the cage, it is starving. Ta, ta, ta. So they do not know what is service. Jasyatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke. They are thinking this body, that is we are explaining this morning. Antavatvi mediha. This body is perishable, it is material. What is the use of serving it? However you serve it, it will destroy. Try to save the soul who is put into this body and embarrassed. That is real service. This is Krishna consciousness movement. We are trying to save the soul. The body, however you try to save it, it will antavatimi deha. It will end. Today or tomorrow or after some years. You cannot save it. Save the soul. Nitta satta saririna. The saririna, the soul, which is within the body, that is nitta, eternal. Now, although it is nitta, it is fallen in certain condition of this material body, that it appears to be dying. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha dosha darshan. He is under the tribulation of birth, death, old age and disease on account of this material body. Therefore, if you actually want to give service to the humanity, then give service to the soul. And if you give service to the soul, automatically the body is also served. But if you stress on the body without, therefore, despite all arrangements for humanitarian war, the human society becoming worse and worse. Why? That is not service. They do not know how to serve. Illusion. Real service is this, Krishna consciousness, to arouse the dormant Krishna consciousness in every living entity. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti. To make him aroused in relationship with Krishna. That is real service. So what is going on in the name of service, that is not service. That is simply washing the coat and shirt. That's all.
Hare Krishna. In the beginning, Prabhupada said, we are eternally Krishna's servitors, parts and parcels. What example did he give? Yes, Abhinandan Krishna.
He gave the example of finger, like how this finger is part and parcel of this body. So we are also like part and parcel of Krishna. And he gave this example like, he gave this example.
The finger can be called as body, but not exactly, but it is part and parcel of the body. Similarly, we can also be called as God, but not exactly, because we are not supreme gods. Hari Bol. For soul's minute size, what example did Prabhupada give? Yes, Hari Gaurang Prabhu.
Prabhupada told about the point that although points, length, breadth is there, but it can't be measured. So similarly, soul is also very small.
In geometry, they say point has no breadth and length, but actually it has.
It has.
It is very minute. We cannot measure it, but similarly, soul also. Hari Bol. Why are we not able to see soul and super soul? Yes, Jai Prakash.
Because of imperfect senses.
Something more? Apura Gopal Prabhu?
Because we have blunt material senses with which we cannot see spiritual objects.
And they are very small also. Hari Bol. How to purify our senses by which to see the Lord? Yes, Tribhuvan Gopal Prabhu.
अथ श्री कृष्ण नामादि न भवेत्. We should be in touch. We should start. We should hear about Krishna. We should touch Krishna through oral.
Yes, basically, Atha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grayam indriye. When we begin our devotional service with the tongue, engage all the senses in the service of the Lord, then Swayam eva spurati yata. Then the Lord will be revealed. Hari Bol. Realization of Sri Krishna begins dash dash. Yes, bro.
A realization of Krishna begins with Shravanam and Kirtanam.
3 words you said, na? 2. That is true,
Shravanam,
correct?
Kirtanam, Vishnu.
By hearing, Prabhupada said, and then afterwards he added chanting also. Yes. Hari Bol. How did Prabhupada explain the 2 words Mandaha and Sumandamataya? Want to? Yes.
Prabhupada says Manda means rascals and Sumanda means very dull.
Little more explanation. I am dull, so I am not able. Okay.
Sumanda Lord, Prabhupada says that although someone tries to approach some spiritual path, he is mainly distracted by bogus things.
Bogus?
Bogus things, bogus paths.
Manda, he said, they are rascals, no first class men, practically no Brahminical qualification, all Shudra qualification. That is Manda. And Sumanda Mata means also if one comes forward to be spiritually enlightened, he accepts something bogus, which has no meaning, without any reference to the Shastras. Therefore, Manda Sumanda Mata. They have got an opinion that is going on. You may have any opinion, that is all right. This foolishness is going on in this age. That is Sumanda Mata. Hari Bol. What about this improving the status of the society, of the people within the society? What did Prabhupada say about it? Yes, Tribhuvan Gopal.
Prabhupada said that even if we try to improve the status of the society, still there will be first class, third class and second class men. He told that he traveled in America, US, everywhere, America and in London. Still there were people loitering on the street. So the street people, it's not only in India, it's also everywhere around. So we can't make.
Haribo. That is nature's arrangement. Anyone is interested for spiritual advancement, what should he do? Yes.
He should he should take to Krishna consciousness, principally chanting.
Haribo. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Namaiva Kevalam. Prabhupada said 3 things won't help in Kali Yuga, only chanting. Which 3 things did he mention in this context? Yes. Okay, Shuddhajita Prabhu.
Karma, Jnana and Yoga.
Prabhupada used English words. Okay.
Prabhupada said meditation of Satyuga and sacrifices of Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga's temple worship. So these three are not cannot be done now.
Only chanting. Yeah. Haribo. Which are the two words that are used in the Shastras? There are millions of words used, but in the particular lecture here. Yes, bro. Meaning?
So Medasa and Alpa Medasa.
Meaning?
So Medasa means good brain substance and Alpa Medasa means less brain substance.
Haribo. Why are they termed as Alpa Medasa? In that sloka also Prabhupada quoted. Yes, bro.
So Prabhupada was saying that because Alpamedasa people are serving the demigods who are temporary, ultimately even if we reach the perfection, still it is going to end at one point of time. Even if we reach Brahmaloka, it is going to end. So they are Alpamedasa.
Sloka?
Antavattu phalam tesham
Tadbhavati
Alpamedasam.
Alpamedasam. They are lusty. They have material desires, so they approach demigods for that reason. Haribol. So anyone who is not interested in perfect life, they will be dash 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 dash. Means you can tell your understanding. That is only the answer Prabhupada gave. Anyone who is not, so he concluded kind of. So anyone who is not interested in perfect life, they will be allured by this so-called demigod worship. How did Prabhupada explain Krishna Varnam? In that sloka, Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam. Yes, bro. Vamshi Mantu.
One who constantly glorifies Krishna, Varna means he is
always chanting,
explaining
Krishna's
chanting.
name. Haribo. How did he explain Akrishnam? Yes. Hari Gaurang, Abhinandan Krishna.
He explained that color other than Krishna, like other than.
Which are the colors?
So he mentioned 4 colors: black, yellow, white, and red. So any color other than black. So it can be red, yellow, or white. So red and yellow and white had already appeared in Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga. So it is a yellow color.
Okay. Of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Haribo. How did he explain the word Sangopangastra Parshadam? Okay. Are you may also answer?
He said he has come along with his associates to chant. Although there are, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu travels, thousands of people follow him. Principally, there are five special devotees. He says, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. Then explains like each.
Haribo. So he explained Gadadhar as his potency, but he said there is another potency also, another energy. How did he explain that? Yes, sir.
He explained about external energy as Maya, and he explained that Maya is like that energy. Like if there is light, then that Maya or Andhakar cannot be there. So if Krishna is there, then that would not be there. Where there is no Krishna, then
yeah.
Maya
When Krishna is there, external energy cannot come in front of him. Just like darkness cannot come in front of the light, sun. Haribol. How did he contrast material world with the spiritual world? In this context only. Yes, Hari Gaurang.
Prabhupada said that spiritual world is like light and material world is like darkness. So he said you should not remain in darkness, you should go to light.
Haribo. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti shvashesha sudhadi vibhuti bhannam. Sankirtan. How did Prabhupada explain Sankirtan word? Sanskrit words, 3 words. Means that is one understanding only. But 3 words of the Sanskrit.
बहुभीर मिलित्वा कीर्तयते संकीर्तन।
Meaning?
मतलब बहुत सारे लोग एक साथ आकर के भगवान के नाम का कीर्तन करते हैं।
हरि बोल। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद।
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
नमामीश्वरम् सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्।
नमामीश्वरम् सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्।
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्।
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्।
यशोदावियोलोकलादवमाना परामृष्टमत्यं ततो द्रुतगोप्या।
यशोदावियोलोकलादवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या।
रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्ममृजन्तं कराम्बुजजुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम्।
रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तं कराम्बुजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम्।
मोहुश्वासकम्पात्रिरेकाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैव दामोदरं भक्तिपदम्। मोहुश्वासकम्पात्रिरेकाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैव दामोदरं
भक्तिपदम्।
इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्। इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम्
आख्यापयन्तम्
तदीयेषु तज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतारुति वन्दे
शीताग्नेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्ति वन्दे
वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेषदपीहा वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा
न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेषदपीहा
एदं देव पूर्णात् गोपाल बालं सदा मे मनस्या वीरस्य किमन्ये पूर्णात् गोपाल बालं सदा मे मनस्या वीरस्य किमन्ये इदं ते मुखं भोजम् आत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुन्तलैः स्निग्धरक्तश्च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखं भोजम् अत्यन्तनीले
वृतं कुन्तलैः स्निग्धरक्तश्च
गोप्या
मुहुशुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनस्या विरस्तामलं लक्षलाभे
मोहुशुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं
मे मनस्या विरस्तामलं लक्षलाभे नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जालभिमग्नम्
नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जालभिमग्नम्
कृपा दृष्टि वृष्ट्यादिदिनं वदानो गृहणेषु मामाज्ञम् एदाक्षिदृश्या दृष्ट्यादिदिनं वदानो गृहणेषु मामाज्ञम्
एद्यमिदृश्या
कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्तैव यद्वत् त्वया मुचितो भक्ति बाजौ कृतौ च
कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्तैव यद्वत् त्वचा मोचितौ भक्ति भाजौ कृतौ च
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
ओ नमस्ते तु दाम्ने स्फुरादित्यदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने
नमस्ते
तु दाम्ने स्फुरादित्यदाम्ने
त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो नान्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय
नमो नान्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो नान्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं
लीलाय देवयतोभ्यम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
यशोदाभियोलोकलादवमानम् परामृष्टमत्यं ततो द्रुतगोप्या
यशोदाभियोलोकलादवमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा ओ कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम
राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे
राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे
राम राम हरे हरे
हरे Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Sai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
श्री दामोदर अष्टकम की जय सत्यव्रत मुनि की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की वह भगवान जिनका रूप सच्चित आनंद से परिपूर्ण है जिनके मकरों के आकार के कुंडल इधर उधर हिल रहे हैं जो गोकुल नामक अपने धाम में नित्य शोभायमान है जो दूध और दही से भरी मटकी फोड़ देने के बाद मैया यशोदा के डर से ओखल से कूदकर अत्यंत तेजी से दौड़ रहे हैं और जिन्हें यशोदा मैया ने उनसे भी तेजी से दौड़कर पकड़ लिया है ऐसे श्री भगवान को मैं नमन करता हूँ अपने माता के हाथ में छड़ी देखकर वे रो रहे हैं और अपने कमल जैसे कोमल हाथों से दोनों नेत्र को मसल रहे हैं उनकी आंखें भय से भरी हुई है रुदन के आवेग में बारंबार श्वास लेने के कारण त्रिरेखा युक्त कंठ में पड़ी हुई मोतियों की माला कंपित हो रही है और जिनका उदर माँ यशोदा की वात्सल्य भक्ति के द्वारा रस्सी से बांधा हुआ है उन सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप सर्वेश्वर श्री कृष्ण की मैं वंदना करता हूँ ऐसी बाल्य लीलाओं के कारण वे गोकुल के वासियों को आध्यात्मिक प्रेम के आनंद के कुंड में डुबो रहे हैं और जो अपने ऐश्वर्य परिपूर्ण संपूर्ण और ज्ञानी भक्तों को ये बतला रहे हैं कि मैं अपने ऐश्वर्यहीन और प्रेमी भक्तों के द्वारा जीत लिया गया हूँ ऐसे उन दामोदर भगवान को मैं शत शत नमन करता हूँ हे भगवान आप सभी प्रकार के वर देने में सक्षम होने पर भी मैं आपसे न ही मोक्ष की कामना करता हूँ न ही मोक्ष का सर्वोत्तम स्वरूप श्री वैकुंठ की इच्छा रखता हूँ और न ही 9 प्रकार की भक्ति से प्राप्त किए वाले कोई भी वरदान की कामना करता हूँ मैं तो अपने आपसे बस यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि आपका यह बाल स्वरूप मेरे हृदय में सर्वदा स्थित रहे मुझे और दूसरे वरदान की कोई प्रयोजन नहीं है हे प्रभु आपका श्याम रंग का मुख कमल जो कुछ घुंघराले लाल बालों से आच्छादित है मैया यशोदा द्वारा बार बार चुम्बन किया जा रहा है और आपके ओठ बिंब फल जैसे लाल है आपका सुंदर कमल रूपी मुख मेरे हृदय में विराजित रहे इससे अन्य सहस्त्र वरदानों का मुझे कोई उपयोग नहीं है हे देव हे दामोदर हे अनंत हे विष्णु हे प्रभु आप मुझ पर प्रसन्न हुए मैं दुख समूह रूप समुद्र में डूबा जा रहा हूँ अतएव मुझ दिनहीन पर आप अपनी अमृतमय कृपा की वृष्टि कीजिए और कृपया मुझे मार्गदर्शन कीजिए दर्शन दीजिए हे दामोदर जिस प्रकार अपने ओखल से बंधे रहकर भी कुबेर के दोनों पुत्रों का उद्धार कर उन्हें भक्ति भी प्रदान की थी उसी प्रकार मुझे भी आपकी प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान कीजिए यही मेरा एकमात्र आग्रह है किसी और प्रकार की कोई भी मोक्ष के लिए मेरी कामना नहीं है हे दामोदर आपके उदर को बांधने वाली महान रज्जु रस्सी को प्रणाम है निखिल ब्रह्म तेज के आश्रय और संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड का धाम आपके उदर को नमस्कार है आपकी प्रियतमा राधा रानी के चरणों में मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है और अनंत लीलाएं करने वाले भगवान आपको प्रणाम है। श्री रामोदष्टकम की जय, श्री भगवान की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।